WPYX 106.
It's Quinn and Cantera.
It is PYX 106 here for our weekly feature from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Is Paul Harding. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Paul, do you have any pets other than that crazy horse that you see on TV?
I do. I have like a small kennel over here. I've got Basset Hounds, and I got 2 mini Dachshunds, actually, yeah.
I love Basset Hounds.
Let me guess. Yeah. The Basset Hound is yours. The Dachshunds are a member of your families.
I think that's generally fair to say, but I love them all equally. At least that's what I'm going to go on record as saying.
No favorites, right? Yeah, okay. So now, if one of them bites, now I don't know, you don't live in Schenectady, but we're doing this story this morning in Schenectady. If your dog bites somebody and then it gets caught for biting somebody and then does it again, you could be fined and maybe even put in jail.
Well, just to make it clear,
yeah.
If your dog gets out twice or bites someone.
Oh, gets out twice.
Yeah, that's the new ordinance. Then you're required to get pet insurance. We wanted your take on this, Paul.
I think it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, I've seen the inequities when it happens, when people have been mauled by a dangerous dog, and often people who don't have a homeowner's policy, if they're renters, they're not going to have any coverage for that.
Right.
So there's no medical coverage. The people not only get mauled by the dog, but they get these medical bills which follow them around. So it's a good thing. And Schenectady is certainly on the forefront of this. I know it's just in that county, and one of the things that people around the state are looking at. But some states do have mandatory insurance when you have a dog. So it's not novel, but it is novel for New York State.
I thought this was the first time I'd ever heard anything like this.
Do some of those... Go ahead, Paul.
No, that's it. There are some states out west that actually you have a dog, you have insurance. But in the Northeast here, this is a novel approach.
So, I mean, I'm kind of an amateur when it comes to responsibility. So if I have a homeowner's policy, that's insuring my dog against my dog, I guess?
Yeah, that's the answer. It's a little tricky, but in New York State, a dog gets one free bite, believe it or not, one free bite. But once they've shown dangerous propensities,
right.
Once they've bitten someone or nearly bitten someone, now you're on notice, you have a dangerous dog, and now your homeowner's policy, that insurance policy, the mandatory that you have on your home, will cover medical bills and a claim for personal injuries.
I went out and got the renter's insurance, which has like the $300,000 liability insurance, and then, Paul, I went and got myself $1 million J-Lo liability umbrella policy just in case.
What is that?
Wow.
I know. Well, what
is it?
I got messed with out in California, so I'm worried about people trying to screw with me. Is that ridiculous to have it doesn't seem like it's that much money, but some people...
It's not. It's responsible, and quite frankly, few people get the renter's policies. I've probably seen, I don't know, I've seen less than 20 over the last 20 years. Oh. People don't get them until there's an issue, and they wish they'd, literally it's $100, a year, $150 a year to get a minimum policy. It is.
Yeah.
And you're covered, and so if you have any of those J-Lo issues, you'll be sitting back, and the insurance company will be hiring your lawyer and paying off any claims.
Oh, beautiful.
You guys are making me think, because my current landlord requires me to have renter's insurance, which we would do anyway.
Right.
But then I am also renting out my condo back in Massachusetts, and I don't know if I required my tenants to have renter's insurance.
That's a good
question.
I
probably dropped the ball right there.
I don't know.
Probably.
Paul?
Something to think about. Absolutely, it's always better. It's always better, because you will get embroiled in something if they do something stupid.
Yeah, when it happens, it's always hindsight. You always wish you had it.
Right.
But there you go.
It's Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Reach out at 1-800-LAW-1010. 1-800-LAW-1010. We didn't prep Paul for this, so I'm not sure if you're ready, but I'm just curious. It seems like maybe the NCAA overstepped their bounds, their legal bounds with Penn State, and it also seems like, just as a sports fan's perspective, that the football players who had nothing to do with Jerry Sandusky and the child molestation case are being penalized. Do you have a thought you want to share with us on that?
Well, I sure do. It's one of those things where Penn State is just not going to be in a position to say much, and they sort of knew that. Whatever they threw at them, they're going to have to just take their medicine. It is such an egregious component to this that if they sit back and say, hey, you shouldn't have done this, you're affecting some of the scholarship kids, officially if they say that, boy, people are going to look and say, you're worried about scholarship athletes? You've got all these victims of just a heinous crime. Sure, this is the most aggressive we've seen, but again, these facts are as bad as they are. I think that it's just going to go quietly, and they're going to take their lumps and they're going to move on.
If I'm a brick and mortar kind of shop in State College, PA, and I start to lose tons of money because of this in some way, are we going to see a lot of lawsuits against the school because of this, maybe a year or two down the road?
Well, it's like fighting the federal government there. They're, as much as they're going to pay the claims to the victims, and they're going to pay the claims, as you get beyond that, and some of the brick-and-mortar shops say, we normally have all these folks here, and we don't have them here because you guys screwed up. No, there's a proximate cause argument. It's just too far removed. They would not be successful. That's just the cost of being in business in this country. Things can happen out of your control that cause your business to go poorly, and it sounds like this is one of them.
All right, well, Attorney Paul Harding, we appreciate your time. By the way, nice fish tank over there at the office.
All right, yeah.
Nice
well,
fish tank.
Yeah, it's there's a quick story. It used to be in my office. I put it in my office. I thought I wanted to have a fish tank. I had it there for about a week. But that sound that it keeps making the fish tank. I just continued to think that I had to use the restroom. I couldn't. It does. It's that gurgling sound. So I had to remove from my office, put that in the lobby, and it's much more peaceful in my office.
Say hi to Dina and everybody, and stroke the mahogany for us, would you? There's tons of mahogany.
I sure will.
Okay.
Right. Martin Harding and Mazzotti, reach him at 1-800-LAW-1010. That's 1-800-LAW-1010. Thanks again, Paul.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
It's Quinn and Cantera.
PYX 106.